Growing up, Nicole C. Mullen could usually be found with the microphone in her hand. In fact, she actually started singing when she was 2 years old. And in the years since then, she hasn't stopped.
Nicole C. Mullen has a distinctive sound and songwriting ability. She's best known for the hit Redeemer, and is the first African-American artist to win Dove Awards for Song and Songwriter of the Year. Nicole's award-winning music transcends culture. Her new album, Like Never Before, continues to build on that tradition.
Well, please welcome back to the 700 Club, Nicole C. Mullen. It is so great to have you here.
So great to be back.
When I heard you were coming, I was like, in the studio? She's here? She's actually here? You know, people know you for your music, of course, because we've all been blessed by it, inspired by it. But you've done something in addition to that that's making a huge difference. You've got girls' clubs that you're doing. Tell me about that.
Yes, we have Baby Girls Club. We have one in Franklin, Tennessee. We have models of it in different places. We have a model of it in the country of Belize with girls and guys.
So international.
Another one in Zambia, yes, and just in different places. So the Lord is expanding.
So you're continuing to do that.
Yes.
And, you know, talk a little bit about your own history growing up, because the desire to do those girls' clubs, the knowledge that girls would benefit from them really came out of your own experience as a child.
Absolutely. It came out of, there was a lady in my church named Cecilia, and she mentored me without even knowing it.
Yeah.
And so back then I said, if it's ever my turn, I wanted to be responsible with other girls' hearts. And so, you know, years ago I became intentional about it with even my own daughter, you know, who's now 23, you know. And so I took a lot of youth on the road with me. Some of them we just worked at home, you know, in a small community center, and we just poured life into them, poured the word into them, poured the arts into them, you know. And so as a result, I've seen that a lot of them begin to flourish. And so I want to do that for more people and inspire other people to do it as well.
What do you think young girls, well, young men, can I just say as well, what do you think they need in those years when they're growing up, when you went through some things in your own life that so impacted your identity, your sense of value? What do you think they need?
I think they really need to know that they're loved, and they need to know who they are. But you can only know who you are through Jesus Christ. And so they need that relationship, not the rules of religion, but they need a real relationship with Him. And they need someone to walk with them to show them how to walk the word out, how sanctification really looks. And so we have the power of the Holy Spirit for that. But God also gives us disciplers and mentors that helps.
If people want to know more about your clubs, because I'm sure you'd like to establish more, how do they find out?
They can go to NicoleCMullen.com, leave us a note there, NicoleCMullen.com, and we'd love to help them.
Awesome.
Yes.
You know, I was reading about your writing of the song Redeemer, which has been so powerful in all of our lives, and she's going to sing that later. But it took you a whole year to pull that all together, and it really came out of your reading Job. Tell me about that.
It did. You know, Job is, you know, one of those guys who goes from, you know, riches to rags and then back from rags to riches again. And it was actually in his night season, in the middle of his depression, where he actually said, like, I don't know what's going on around me, but I do know that my Redeemer lives, the one who's going to buy this back, buy this situation back. And so after reading that, I was going through one of my own night seasons that lasted for many, many years. So while I was reading about Job, I gained hope. And before I knew it, I began to just pick up my little guitar, and the chorus just came. And then before I knew it, the verse came. And before a year was over, after a year was over, I had a whole song. And
but that song has just had such a powerful life to it. I mean, you can't, the inspiration behind those words was so God that you can't hear it without being moved by it.
It's the Lord.
You're now embarking on these Arise tours. Tell me about that.
Yes, we have an Arise conference that we're starting. Our first one is September the 8th and the 9th in Niagara Falls, New York. And so it's an intimate setting of women, young girls from the age of 12 to 112, you know, getting together, just being real, hearing real stories, and at the same time hearing how God steps into those nights, you know. And so we'll have anything from a pajama party to, you know, Q&A, pillow fight, you know, the whole nine, to crowning ceremonies of remembering who we are and calling each other up, calling each other back to life, because that's what Christ does. He says, Talitha cum, which is little girl, Tali cum, I mean, little boy, I say arise. And so I think it's time for us to laugh again, to play again, to live again, to love again.
you're going to sing for us today, it's from your CD, Arise. What are you singing? And tell me about this song.
Okay, this is the new single that just came out this past week, and it's called Arise. And it's just, like I said, it's a calling back to life. Whether you're a girl or a guy, whether you're 12 or 112, the Lord has something for you to do. He's not done. And so this song is that, and the new album comes out September the 8th, the same day as the Arise conference. But this is the song,
That's
Arise.
so exciting. I'm going to let you go get ready to sing while I tell people about how they can find out more and get your CD, but we're so glad you're here.
Oh, thank you.
Can't wait to hear the song.
Thank you. Looking forward.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, as she gets ready to sing, I want to remind you that the Arise Experience Conference Tour begins next month. As Nicole just mentioned, it's starting in Niagara Falls, New York. You can check out cbn.com if you'd like more dates and information on where those conferences are going to be held. Her next CD drops in September as well. It's called Like Never Before, so be sure to download it or pick up a copy. So you've got Arise, you've got Like Never Before. It's all Nicole C. Mullins. You don't want to ever miss anything she puts out.